So I guess this thing is recording. Hey guys, what's up? YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the social media websites out there. My name is Jason. So I just recently posted a video um, of a memorial video for my mother, Patricia Perkins. She passed away December 25th, 2016, which was the most dramatic day um, of my life, besides my dad passing away in 2000, December 9th of 2006. Um, I just wanted to talk about it, get it off my chest. I really don't open up too much to people, but uh, I decided to just, get some dialogue. It's 1:16 in the morning here in California, San Bernardino. So yeah, I was listening to some music, and I wouldn't necessarily say I got in my feelings, but I just felt my heart just started aching because it's hard to lose a mother. Um, like I tell people, you don't know how it feels to lose a mother until you lose a mother. Because she's the one who's there to nurture you. The one to have your back. Through all the ups and downs. Um, I was raised in foster care, and thank God that I was in foster care. Well, me and my brother, my sister finally got adopted into the family, so we're able to. My mother was still able to, be there, and was able to see her, through her drug addiction, and things like that. But we all have skeletons in our closet, and we're all fighting. Just life itself, life's not easy. But I was just sitting here thinking about my mother, and I know that she used to call me, and we used to be on the phone and just laugh and talk about some of the family. Um, Man, this is kind of tough. Tearing up a little bit, but I know it's been a few months now, but I still haven't got over. I don't think I will ever get over my mother's passing, because even though when I was younger we didn't have the relationship I wanted us to have in my adult years, we were getting there. She tried to make up for her absence, which I really didn't expect her to do that. I told her I forgave her. She's my mother and I love her no matter what. But here I am, 28 years old. Lost my father when I was 18 and lost my mother, 28. And I think about life and I wonder where do I go from here. I know I have to stay strong. As the oldest, I know I have to stay strong for my brother and my sister. But sometimes, it's hard. Um, I'm sorry. It's hard to be strong when your mother was a person that you could depend on, someone you could call and talk to about your problems. And I'm just venting, and I needed to vent. I just don't really. I don't have no one to talk to about this. It's like the time of my mother's funeral, the family was together. You know what I mean? The family was close. But now as time goes on, the family is just the same. My family is the same as they were, just distant, so judgmental. And the funny thing is, no one cared about my mother until the day of her, until she passed to her funeral. You know, I know deep down inside they loved her, but to her face they didn't show the love until she was gone. And that's the thing that really got me upset, especially when I was at her funeral. Just to see all the family fake and phony. But I mean, as long as they were there, as long as we were together, that's what the main important part was to me. But like I said, I sit here and I think about mother each and every day. I try to stay strong for my brother and my sister. And I mean, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I just let go. Sometimes I don't know what to do. And I just I just let go, you know what I mean? But I know through faith that the Most High, if it's His will bring her spirit back into the earth. She wasn't a perfect woman. She had her struggles, but I still loved her through all the ups and downs and obstacles and tribulations she went through. No matter what no one else said, I still loved my mother, no matter what she did. And I take the good and the bad memories, and I still have them, and I will never forget them. They'll always be in the front of my mind. I was been living in California for about 5 years now, and my mother used to always call, and she was like, when are you coming back home? I want you to move back home. When are you ever moving back home? And I told her, I'm like, I'm not moving back. I'll come and visit, but I'm not moving back. And I know one time she had called me and she was like, she wants to move out here with me. And I told her, yeah, but I knew I just wasn't like physically prepared for her to come out. And I beat myself up over that a lot. And I know people say don't blame you, don't blame yourself, don't blame yourself. But I feel as if I know the way she passed. I'm not gonna say it, but I'm keep that to myself. But I know the way she passed, and I'm thinking like, if I would have moved back home or moved her here to California with me, then my mother would still be alive today. And it just hurts me to constantly think about that, and it replays in my head over and over and over about my mother. But I know that the Most High has a plan for my mother, has a plan for the family, my brother, my sister. I'm going to stay strong as much as possible. I don't show this side to people a lot. Uh, so I'm just going to see where life leads. I'm like, I'm like a 28-year-old orphan, if that makes any sense. With no mother, no father, but it's due process. God does what He wants, when He wants, and how He wants it done. So I can't question that. Who He calls and who He leaves. You know, life is not a mystery. Well, majority of life is a mystery, but the tangible things of life is not a mystery. It's common sense. But I just wanted to vent. Don't want to get all sap and emotional. Just want to make a short little video, and I'll be coming on here more, just venting and things like that. So hope everyone can support me with counsel and criticism. Whether it's good or bad criticism, I take it. But I'm always gonna I'm always gonna remember my mother. You know, people, always say, "Oh, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "What's wrong with me? I just lost my mother. What are you talking about? What's wrong with me? I mean, it hasn't even been a year. It hasn't even been 6 months, and people ask me what's wrong with me." So, but that's pretty much it. I've done a little venting for the night. So, everyone have a good night. God bless, and I'll probably come back and talk to you guys some more. All right, bye.